In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the best weapon inside of the Forge Roblox. Not just that, but I'm also going to be showing you guys the best method for mid-game players, end-game players, what type of weapon you should use, should it be a katana or a gauntlet. We're going to be talking about all of this in today's video. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys want to be a part of the OG 400,000 subscribers. We're so close to 400k, so if you guys want to be a part of it right now, hit that subscribe button because honestly, we're about to hit it very soon, bro. Anyways, let's hop straight into this video. So to get the best katana in the game or the best weapon in the game is not a simple answer. The best weapon in the game is super subjective, but I'm going to be showing you guys multiple recipes for multiple types of weapons that you guys can go ahead and craft. Now for these weapons, you are going to need a particular amount of ores. So these ores are going to be darkite. If you can get your hands on darkite, if not, then I'll show you guys a recipe with demonite, which is still pretty hard to get. As you guys can see, darkite is a 1 in 6,000 chance to get, whereas demonite is a 1 in almost 4,000 chance to get. So these ores are not easy to get, but if you guys want the best weapon in the game, these are the ores that you are going to need. So to be particular, you're going to need darkite, you're going to need firite, you're going to need demonite, obviously, and iron ore and stuff. Now for iron ore, you can simply just go ahead and grind that out right over here. As you guys can see, I've been AFK grinding this spot right here, and I've gotten myself like hundreds and hundreds of iron ore. So these are super easy to get from this particular spot. But if you guys want to get demonite, if you guys want to get something like firite and magmite, which you will need for this recipe, you're gonna have to go into the volcanic area and actually just mine everything here. So if you guys do not know the best way to actually mine inside of this game, you basically want to go right over here and you want to mine this rock all the way down to 2000 HP. And once you guys get your rock down to 2000 HP, as you guys can see, you'll basically be able to see what the rock drops. Obviously, try and use luck potions, try and have as many luck shards on your pickaxe as you can. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of luck shards on my pickaxe. This basically increases your odds of getting the rarer materials. But anyways, if you guys don't get what you want, you can simply just go ahead, wait for the rock to regenerate, and once it regenerates, as you guys can see, it's basically gonna go ahead and give you guys a completely different set of loot. So if I mine this down to 2000 HP again, I'm gonna get a completely different set of loot. And yeah, this is the best method to get a bunch of these rare ores that you're gonna need to actually make this pickaxe. But there you go, boys and girls, this time we're getting something completely different. But yeah, that's basically how you can do it. So now that you guys know the best method to actually get the rarest material inside of Roblox the Forge, let me actually go ahead and show you guys some recipes that you can use. So let's go ahead and head back over to spawn, and I'll actually go ahead and start off by showing you guys the recipe for my katana. So this is the katana I'm using, and also guys, this thing is very good. It basically almost one-shots every single enemy in the game, except for maybe something like Reaper and a bunch of other enemies inside of the volcanic area. But every other enemy, guys, this thing basically one-shots. So I'm going to show you guys how to actually go ahead and craft this thing. So to make this thing, it is actually quite easy. It's not that difficult, but you're going to need yourself 4 demonite. So go ahead and pop in 4 demonite. I only have 2 right now, so yeah, go ahead and put 4 instead of 2. You also want to go ahead and put 3 magmite, 3 iron ore, just like this, and you want to go ahead and put in 3 firite, just like this. And this is going to give you guys the katana that I am using. And yeah, this is honestly a really easy katana to get because it does not have any darkite in its recipe. Darkite is super difficult to get. So guys, if you have darkite, go ahead and use it. But if you don't, honestly guys, I wouldn't even bother with it because it just takes so long to get it. But anyways, another thing that you want to keep in mind when you actually go ahead and try and make the recipe that I just showed you guys, try and get yourself the Tachi variant of the katana because the ordinary variant doesn't really do as much damage. So yeah, the Tachi variant is going to be a lot better than the ordinary variant, which I have right here, which is not the best. But yeah, if you guys get the Tachi one, it's going to be significantly better. But what if you actually want to make a katana with darkite? Well, you can still do so. The recipe for a darkite katana is going to be 8 darkite and 4 magmite. That's it. That's going to give you guys the best katana in the entire game, which is going to be once again 8 darkite, 4 magmite. Go ahead and put that in and you're going to get the best katana in the game. But what if you guys don't actually want the best katana in the game? What if you want something else like a straight sword? Straight swords are actually significantly better than katanas, and to get the best straight sword inside of the game, the one I'd say is most obtainable, is going to be 4 demonite, 2 firite, and 1 magmite. This is going to give you guys one of the best straight swords in the entire game, and many people actually think that the straight sword is actually the best weapon inside of the game. So if you guys do not like katanas, you can actually go ahead and make a straight sword. They're not that far off, and yeah, you're basically gonna have one of the best weapons in the game. Once again, 4 Demonite, 2 Fireite, and 1 Magmite is gonna give you guys one of the best straight swords in the game. Once again, try and get yourself the Chaos Katana. This is the best katana out of all 4 of these katanas. Obviously, it is also the rarest katana in the entire game. Sorry, I'm saying katana, I meant straight sword. It's very confusing here, but yeah, try and get yourself the Chaos straight sword. It is the best straight sword in the entire game. But anyways, that was the mid-game sword that I showed you guys. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys a end-game sword. So for this, you're gonna need 4 Darkrai, 2 Magmite. That's it, and that's gonna give you guys the best straight sword in the entire game, which is going to be 4 Darkrai, 2 Magmite. Once again, for this, you are gonna need Darkrai, so that is why I haven't included this. Okay, so I've gone ahead and written these down just for you guys. So the best katana mid-game is going to be 4 Demonite, 3 Magmite, 3 Ior, and 3 Fireite. The best end-game katana is going to be 8 Darkrai and 4 Magmite. Anyways, moving on to the straight sword. This, of course, you want to try and get the Chaos sword. And for mid-game, you want to get the 4 Demonite, 3 Fireite, and 1 Magmite sword. For endgame, you want to try and get yourself the 4 Darkrai sword here. Sorry, I wrote Demonite. So you want to get 4 Darkrai, 2 Magmite, and this is going to give you guys the best sword in the entire game. This, in my opinion, is probably the best sword in the entire game if you manage to get yourself the Chaos variant. Obviously, there is different variants, as I mentioned before. So if you guys can get yourself the Chaos variant, yeah, that's basically the best weapon in the game. But once again, according to a lot of people, the straight sword is one of the best weapons in the game. Now, a lot of you might be questioning if something like the gauntlets and the great sword is good. Now, to each their own. In my opinion, I don't really like them. I don't really use them. And I think katanas and straight swords are just significantly better. But if you guys still want a gauntlet, I've made a different video on the best gauntlet in the game. But in my opinion, you should go for either a katana or a straight sword, because those two are considered to be some of the best weapons in the entire game. So once again, go ahead, take a screenshot of this right over here. And if you guys want to go ahead and craft the best weapon in the game, it is probably going to be this one right over here. But all of these others are still pretty good. I wouldn't really go for the endgame katana if you guys like straight swords. But again, to each their own. These are the recipes for you guys. After you guys have the best katana or the best straight sword in the game, you still want to go ahead and put a bunch of shards on it. Now, these shards are completely up to your preference. Whatever rune that you guys like, you guys can go ahead and put on your sword. As you guys can see, I have a Drain Edge rune, but you can go ahead and choose other runes like Burn. Explosives is probably one of the best runes of the game, so I actually recommend using this because it's actually really, really good. And Drainage basically gives me Lifesteal and Lethality, which is kind of helpful for me. So yeah, to each their own. Whatever you guys think you need, just go ahead and put that particular rune onto your katana or your straight sword. I know crafting can seem a little bit confusing inside of this game, but honestly guys, once you actually understand it, it's quite easy. Hope I actually did a good enough job explaining all of this to you guys. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys want to be a part of the OG 400,000 subscribers. Subscribe quick because we're about to hit 400k super soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.